email one. Her son is the one that gave me the book that I'm going to talk about. It
Oh,
weren't no
nice.
bear.
Now we're live. Very good. But yeah, that's that guy, and we know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to go into it, but just would not. And then so today we meet to do the actual title, and I can't do it. I go down and do my part. They close before he can get there, but I stay there. He's like, "Well, I can meet you at your house." I'm like, yeah, I'm right here. I got an appointment." I didn't want him to come back because he would be there forever. Talk about shit that I didn't give a hot. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, and you don't want to be rude. So.
Yeah, you hate being rude. I hate rudeness. But at the same time, I'm also, I like to talk when I have something to say, not talk to hear my own voice.
Right.
And
especially listening to a bunch of people that you
I have no
idea
clue.
who they. I mean, what?
I don't care that your buddy Curtis from 10 years ago that you ain't seen used to poop twice a day. I don't care. It's crazy. It's crazy. Crazy.
My wife poops twice a day, much less your old buddy.
Right? That I will never meet. Hopefully. Because if I do, the first thing I'm going to think about, oh, you're the guy that poops twice a day and eats tomatoes fried every day. It's just crazy. I don't. But, it's like I told you, Brett, that we were talking there at the festival. It's amazing the diversity of the
100%.
human species.
Yeah.
How different each and every one of us are. And how we think and how we. By the way, did you notice Brett got to drive the big car today? He got the adult car today.
I did.
Jerry is always.
Let me mute this. No fear. Jerry's always what?
Always coming in, echoing, doing all kinds of crazy shit.
Don't hate, appreciate.
Yeah, truly made me drive halfway across the state to go pick up some stuff she did at auction. She was like, "Oh, it's in Frankfurt. It won't be that far." No, it was just like in the middle of nowhere in Frankfurt.
Out Bald Knob Road in the middle.
Just past that.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, "Man, I'm never doing this again." And then she had like a ton of stuff. There wasn't even hardly any room in the car. And it was all glass. And I was like, "Man, I'm just gonna stack this up.
Hope for the best.
Yeah.
That's really tasty tonight. I'm glad I only have one bottle. I could get in a lot of trouble with that tonight. It's the tropical white. I really enjoy that. It's very refreshing. Are you drinking or no drinking?
I'm not really drinking right now. I have to try it.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't. It's just.
Oh, it's not like I mean.
Okay, I didn't know if you were doing
it's just for the calories.
Okay, gotcha. It's very refreshing for a wine. Is that not good?
I don't even really like wine, but that's really good.
It's really good, especially cold.
It's dry.
Yeah,
I like that. I like dry wines.
Not bad considering it's not a cold sweet red.
It's a cold sweet white. I like it. I don't like it as much as like Stella Rosa or some of those, but these effing dogs.
Can't believe we forgot. We always have wine on our anniversary. Can't believe we forgot our 3rd year anniversary.
I know y'all just abandoned me. I had to do a show all by myself.
When was this?
Like a month ago.
12.
Yeah. Less than a month ago. We just forgot it. It was the.
Which episode did he do by himself?
He didn't.
Oh. Was that one of the days we were like sick or something?
Huh?
Was that the week we were all sick?
I don't think so. Because
we did
no one mentioned it.
That week we did it virtual.
Yeah, we did it virtual. There's not been any episode when he did it by himself on Wednesday.
Well, we need to celebrate that next week. Oh well, you almost about had less than half a bottle.
That would have been suck ass. That would have been bad.
You want to do it next week?
Do what?
Celebrate a belated anniversary.
Okay.
I'll get the big bottle of Stella Rosa.
All right.
Bring it over next week.
Yeah, get a couple of those.
I don't know if we want 2 of those. Brett and I've got a little ways to drive.
Well, yeah, but y'all gonna drink a piece. I'm just saying.
Oh. The big bottle is what, 2.5?
It's 2 bottles.
Is that it? Just 2? 1.5 instead of
I'm gonna
0.75?
bring my big glass you got me for Christmas that holds 1 bottle.
Let me just fill up my glass.
Truly
here.
uses that all the time.
Hope none of your family's on here on Twitch yet.
They all
Excuse me.
Yeah, let's talk about the weight. I just weighed myself yesterday. I'm down 14 pounds in 2 weeks.
Dang.
Yeah.
Just
I-
from exercising? Are you eating
Yeah, I'm
differently?
running. I am eating a little bit less. I'm eating more carbs, but I'm trying to eat less calories. It's just running every day. It'll do
4
it.
miles a day. I guess that, yeah. Forgot you said that. That would bring your weight down.
I couldn't believe it though. I was 14 pounds. It's insane. So my goal is 170. I'm at 186 now. So I'm like, man, I don't want to get too small. But
I don't care if someone came to me right now and said, you have to lose 14 pounds in the next month, or you were going to cut off your toes, and the only way to do it is to run 4 miles a day, I'm going to be toeless.
It took longer than that, but I lost 30, 35 with from the time I started Manjaro till now.
jeez.
But I'm still like 198 the last time I weighed. First time I'd been under 200 in 30 years.
Wow. I think my mom's lost it.
I like how Jerry actually enunciates and speaks better without the headphones on. Did you hear that? How much better he sounded without the
I didn't notice.
headphones?
No, I didn't notice.
He's not talking like that.
I shall return. Yes, that is the truth.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I was definitely peopled out though after that. That's
My voice still isn't back 100%.
Oh my gosh, dude. I can't remember. I was talking to somebody and I was like, my brain is still not recovered enough to communicate. I'm like, just brain. It was probably truly. It was that night she was trying to talk or something. I was like, I'm done. I'm going to bed. I passed out too. I was.
Oh,
as soon as
dude.
my head hit the pillow, I was out.
When we go back,
Yeah.
same. Oh.
It's a lot. There's a lot that goes on there. It's a lot of peopling. You know, by the end of the day, my people meter's on E. But you know,
I remember feeling like that when I worked retail too, though. Like working a cash register, you're just constantly on. You're trying to like make sure to be nice and
I just
carry
remember
conversations. So,
been that way all the time in retail.
Yeah.
Because, everywhere you are, on the floor, up front, you got to try to make every customer happy.
Right. And people notice too. And I've had experiences where I've had terrible customer service, and I always tried to not.
Yep.
Be like that. Teaching was like that too, where you're constantly talking all day and trying to interact and trying to engage and dealing with crap. Yeah,
That would be harder for me than working in retail with customers all day.
it was tough. It's funny now, like I couldn't even imagine doing that. But at the time I was like, it was no big deal.
That $93, you sent 100. About an hour before the show, Nikki called me at Walmart. She was like, "Could you run over here and let me borrow your credit card? I forgot my wallet at home." So I did. My color? No. And I thought she said it's $93. A little bit later, I saw where she Venmoed me 100, and I'm like, why are you overpaying me? But she didn't. It was 99.78 or something.
25 cents. Yeah, I don't mean to brag, but every time I get undressed, the shower gets turned on. Nice and wet, too.
Nice problem to have.
Just spews its warm juice all over you.
All over me.
Wow. I actually saw that one. That was good. I thought you were getting ready to steal my joke for the moment, but you didn't. So I'm glad.
Either of you know who Sheena Melwani is? It'd probably be Brett. I got my joke from her. She's this woman that tried to be a singer. She is a singer, semi-professional. And she started making TikToks. But her husband was making them with her. And they're Indian. They've been in America for forever. Probably born here. Originally Indian. And he's funny as junk. And their TikToks has gotten hugely famous. I don't think she's even trying to pursue her music anymore. He's just funny as junk. And his main thing started off as dad jokes. So I stole one of his dad jokes for tonight.
I see.
Yeah, studies are showing
You
that,
see? Not yet, but you will. Go ahead.
studies are showing that you shouldn't brush your teeth with your left hand.
Oh?
The toothbrush works much better.
Can imagine.
Did you know, speaking of toothbrushes, that the toothbrush was absolutely not invented in
Gosh
Tennessee?
dang it, you stole my freaking joke for tonight. I shouldn't have mentioned toothbrush.
I'm not saying another word.
No, I gotta pick another one now. Gosh dang it.
You have
You'll
just
pull a
earned a
Jerry.
new nickname, Jerry
You're
Jr.
full of Jerry, aren't you?
No, that's not what Jerry does. What Jerry does is ruin the punchline of a joke.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta pick another one now. Gosh
Okay,
dang it.
Jerry Jr.
Man, that was a good one. Mine did say West Virginia though. I didn't say Tennessee.
Well, I have to
Well, you
say
might as well
that
go ahead and finish the joke.
Well, because if had it been invented in Tennessee, it'd been a toothbrush or a teeth brush.
I saw that before. It was true.
Sorry, Brett.
I need to find your joke. Something to
You
do with
better not. What?
take their clothes off.
I'm gonna go let the dogs in. We'll get the show started.
Sounds good.
You have a teaser, Jerry?
I do not. Here's why. I don't even know. What am I teasing?
You want to just think we should just start the show? Like,
I'm just saying I don't even know what to put in. You know what I'm
A
saying?
recap of the Bigfoot Fest and mentioned of the extended bonus story. That's how we're going to cover that tonight. For
Bud.
just tell you what. Whoa.
Found one.
This is a fun one.
That is blurry as junk. Is it not?
It wasn't for me. It didn't come in. It came in pretty clear for me here. So
Send me yours if you don't mind.
Did you get the
I'll
pictures?
send it
I
directly
did,
to
but
you.
look how blurry, and his isn't.
Why is it blurry?
I
That's
mean,
not
it's
blurry.
just- all of them were. Here's the ones you sent me. I mean, they're all blurry.
I just sent it directly to you.
Look, they're only blurry on your phone. Look at that.
I'll send you the other ones too.
And what Brett sent me earlier wasn't blurry.
Did you get that one?
What Brett just sent now is not blurry.
It could just be where it's in the group chat. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Now, how do I...
Probably shouldn't have wanted to have to.
Did you get that, Joe?
Yes, I hear it big time.
What's causing that? Happened last episode too, didn't it?
We'll have to get that figured out or we can't do an episode. Man, what do I?
So I still hear it.
Yeah, I do too. Those are not blurry. Well,
I guess it was just where they were
Grouped together.
grouped together.
maybe, I don't know. Those are
What do you
great.
hear? Oh, you took me off.
Fuzzy.
Mhm.
It's like
That static fuzzy
Yeah.
sound.
Is it there now?
No.
I don't hear it.
Maybe
I
what's
don't hear it now. Well,
do
there it
know.
is.
Yeah.
It's got to be coming from the mic, right? It wouldn't happen on our headphones.
No, it would happen on your headphones if you're hearing it, just because the mics don't necessarily have to make it for your headphones to hear it.
But why? But it wouldn't go through all of ours, right?
Yeah, good.
if it's an electrical problem that goes through the board, yeah, it's
Yeah.
still going to come through here.
But I think that's got it fixed.
I'm going to send you guys a link. Maybe. Hopefully. I forgot to add the one of Brett's daughter. You sent that to me, not the group chat, I think.
You're okay with that?
Yeah, we already talked about that.
No, he sent that to the group chat. Let me find that one.
Do you have a story that sticks out in your mind that you really enjoyed?
A few. Do we want to like get into details on those?
No, not too much. You don't want to spoil the thunder from the encounters because
Yeah.
that's a short 5, 6, 7 minute,
Yeah.
and you don't want to steal too much.
What's funny, that one, honestly, the one guy that stood out was the big dude with the cowboy hat and like all dressed up, and he didn't actually even get the interview. He came back. We were interviewing somebody else, and he never came back again.
See, I didn't. In all honesty, I didn't have any that really blew me away this time.
Me either.
I guess maybe because it was for my first time, all of them blew me away.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the fact that they each had great stories was fine. I don't know, like, and I find a lot of pleasure in the simpler stories.
Yeah.
So the one lady that wouldn't interview with us that they built their house in a valley in a holler, and I can tell this one because it's not going to be on Encounters.
Yeah.
But so like they just cut out the mountain, built a 2-story house, and after 6 months they wouldn't sleep upstairs anymore because the Bigfoots would come down and look in their windows while they were sleeping all night. Dad wouldn't let them sleep up there anymore.
I think maybe
Look at that link I sent and make sure that there's a whole list of pictures. Just make sure a couple of them work. Because I'm going to put that, I'm going to talk about it, but then put a link when we put the episode up.
Cool.
And so if you would just check and make sure the link works.
Cool. Let me do this.
Email?
It's on our group chat,
Okay.
the bit.ly.
Okay. Who are we going to talk about it? Then do that, or are we going to?
Well, we're going to talk about it and then throw that kind of like in the center. Yeah. So whenever Jerry's ready, we'll rock
Well, hold
this
on.
out.
I want to check the link and make sure
No,
it's
I know.
working.
That's why I said whenever you're ready.
It's working. Good deal.
I think we've been kind of doing back and forth on the ads. I think once a month we should do an extended, we should order some beef jerky and do like a 5-minute episode, just our time should be spent with them once a month.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. Yeah, we were doing it like every episode.
Yeah. And that's too much because I agree with Jerry, but once a month for 2 minutes, that's not
How
a
much
big
money
deal.
have we made from them?
Like $40. So it's not
That's really
zero.
not bad.
Yeah. So I
I'm
think
sure
that,
a lot of that came from us.
well, maybe, but that's okay.
But yeah,
I mean, it still came. I mean, that just gave us discounted jerky as far as that
Basically.
goes.
on top of the 10% we already got.
Yeah. So
Sounds good.
yeah. All right. So I'm gonna shut us down here.